Good morning, dear cadets. As you know that chemistry online classes are going on. Not only chemistry, all subject classes are going on. So now one chapter has been taught by the Murthy sir, that is solution chapter. Now to complete the chemical kinetics, this is my responsibility. So today I am starting. So this chemical kinetics is the unit number 4. And I only will be responsible for the complete teaching of this unit. So let us have some idea about the chemical kinetics. So what is the meaning of chemical kinetics first? So let us recall the previous knowledge. Previous knowledge means class 11th class knowledge. So just see, in introduction I will deal with 3 aspects of chemical kinetics. Number 1 is just see. If you want to know the feasibility of any chemical reaction, how you will judge? You know that in last year we discussed chemical equilibrium chapter. So to judge the feasibility of any chemical reaction, what it should be? Delta G should be smaller than 0. Means delta G value should be negative. If delta G value is negative, then only reaction will be feasible. So to check the feasibility of reaction, delta G value should be negative. Second important thing is to know about the extent of reaction. Extent of reaction, how far reaction gets over. To know about this one, we should know the value of K. What is K here? Equilibrium constant. Equilibrium constant. So if we are having the value of equilibrium constant, we can decide or we can judge how our reaction, how much our reaction is, how much our reactant is gets completed or gets transformed into product. So greater the value of Ka, greater will be the proceeding of reaction towards the product side. Means these 2 things we have learned in 11th class, but chemical equilibrium is not giving any idea about the speed or rate of reaction. So to know about the speed or rate of reaction, we should learn about the chemical kinetics. So now it is very clear what is chemical kinetics. Chemical means chemicals only, kinetics means movement. So the chemical kinetics is the branch of chemistry. What is chemical kinetics? It is nothing but a branch of chemistry which deals with rate of reaction and factors controlling it. So just see, in chemical kinetics 2 things we want to study. Number 1 is the rate. Rate means at what speed this particular reaction or any reaction gets over. That is the chemical kinetics. And what are the factors which are controlling it? What are the factors which are controlling it? If we know these 2 things, then only we can understand this chapter completely. Yes, dear cadets, before coming into rate of reaction topic, let us have idea about the types of chemical reaction. In our daily life, there are 2 types of chemical reaction. One reaction is very fast reaction, means within the fraction of second they will be over. Basically they are ionic reaction. See the example of ionic reaction. Silver nitrate react with NaCl and it form AgCl plus Na and O3. And just see here white Cardiff PPT is formed. And do you know this reaction will be over within the fraction of second, that is 10 raised to the power minus 12 second to 10 raised to the power minus 16 second. The meaning of this one is, since these reactions are very fast, we are unable to calculate their rate of reaction. Moreover to this, here breaking of bond is not required. The moment you are mixing the reactant, they will be over within the fraction of second. Another example is NaReact plus HCl. You know this is the neutralization reaction. This will also take place very fastly. So always remember, for very fast reaction, especially ionic reaction, rate of reaction cannot be rate of reaction cannot be calculated because they are taking place very fastly. Now another category of reaction is slow reaction. Slow reaction, basically they are molecular reactions. What is molecular reaction? They are not means ions are not involved here. What is involved here? Molecules are involved, and in molecules what is there? Covalent bonds are there. So you know that in any chemical reaction, old bond gets broken and new bond is formed. So this reaction can only be taken place when their old bond gets broken. I will write the examples also. Yes. So second category of chemical reaction is slow reaction. In slow reaction, what is there? Molecules are involved. You just see this is also molecule, this is also molecules. So the molecular reaction can only be taken place when their old bonds are broken, and for breaking of old bond, time is required. So just see, now I am giving you two examples. What is this one? This is ethyl acetate. This is NaOH. This is famous saponification reaction in 11th as well as in 10th class we studied. Now we are acetic acid and sodium ethane OH is formed. Here this is sucrose. When sucrose is subjected for hydrolysis, then glucose and fructose you are getting. This is also molecular reaction only. So just see, in such type of reaction, they take a lot of time to be completed. So for them, rate of reaction can be measured. Rate of reaction can be measured. So one thing is very much clear here. So rate of reaction can be measured for slow reactions. For ionic reaction, rate of reaction cannot be measured. So the conclusion of so far discussion is, for ionic reaction, rate of reaction cannot be measured because they are completed within the fraction of second. While for slow reaction, rate of reaction can be measured because they are taking place slowly. And why they are taking place slowly? Because molecules are involved, and molecules, when they get broken, their old bond gets broken, then only reaction will be over and we can measure the rate of reaction. Yes. So dear cadet, now this is the time to study about what is the rate of reaction. The basic question is, what is the rate of reaction? Just see, before defining this one, let us have one example. Suppose this is one hypothetical reaction. R means reactant, and this reactant is getting converted into product. So the first letter of product is P and first letter of reactant is R. So R is getting converted into P, that is product. Now just try to understand. Rate of reaction we can define in two ways. When we are considering the reactant, one. Second, when we are considering the product. Are you getting my point? Means in terms of reactant and in terms of product, both way we can define the rate of reaction. Remember, in any chemical reaction, with the passes of time, the concentration of reactant decreases. While in any chemical reaction, with the passage of time, the product increases. So what is the meaning of this one? Means in the same reaction, the concentration of reactant decreases while the concentration of product increases with the passes of time. So the meaning of this one is, I have already written here, rate of reaction equal to decrease in the concentration of R divided by time taken. Similarly, in terms of product, rate of reaction equal to increase in the concentration of product divided by time taken. So the meaning of this one is, rate of reaction we can define in two ways, in terms of reactant and in terms of product. Yes. So dear cadets, in rate of reaction two things is happening. One is the concentration of reactant is decreasing while the concentration of product is increasing. So just see if delta R, why I put this square bracket here? The meaning of the square bracket is molar concentration. Molar concentration. Molar concentration means mole per liter. So, and what is the meaning of delta sign here? Slight change. Slight change. So, this is the molar concentration and this is equal to R2 minus R1. Meaning of R2 is final concentration of reactant. And what is the meaning of R1? Initial concentration of reactant. Similarly, here P means product. Molar concentration of product is also equal to P2 minus P1. What is the meaning of P2 minus P1? P2 means final concentration of product. P1 means initial concentration of product. Now just see this one decrease in the concentration. Already you have learned this one. Now if I am putting these values on these equations, so what we are getting? Just see. We can write decrease in the concentration. So this is R, molar concentration R divided by P. That is equal to R2 minus R1 divided by P2 minus P1. We can write. Now here one thing is there. I put here minus sign. Why I put here minus sign? Means minus sign must be there with respect to the rate of reaction of reactant. Why? Just see here what you have written, R2 minus R1. So just see, when the rate of reaction of reactant is started, at that time what was there? Initial concentration was more while final concentration was less. Because of this reason only here minus sign is there. At the beginning the initial concentration is more while the final concentration was less. Over the period of time, final concentration will increase, initial concentration will decrease. So that is why in the rate of reaction of reactant here minus sign should be there. So minus sign here indicate the decrease in the concentration of reactant with the passes of time. Now in case of product, what is there? Same thing here, delta P molar concentration divided by delta T, that is equal to P2 minus P1 divided by P2 minus P1. Here minus sign won't be there. Why it won't be there? Reason is with the passage of time the concentration of product increasing. Means what is the meaning of this one? Here positive sign will be there. Because in any chemical reaction with the passes of time, the concentration of product increasing while the concentration of reactant decreasing. That is why here P2 minus P1 divided by T2 minus T1. Yes, dear cadets, now next one thing is representation of chemical reaction in terms of rate of reaction. So as you know, as far as representation is concerned, what is there in any chemical reaction? Two things are there, reactant and product. I am taking here two reactions where stoichiometric coefficients are not involved. Just see PCl5 breaking into PCl3 plus Cl2. Similarly, Hg plus Cl2 equal to HgCl2. So just try to understand here. If you are going to represent this reaction in terms of rate of reaction, what you have to do? So just see, rate equal to, this is the reactant. So delta sign must be there and their concentration must be written inside the square bracket which represent the molar concentration. So now here rate equal to minus sign must be there because it is the concentration of reactant, and with the passes of time, what is there? Means concentration of reactant is decreasing. That is why minus sign. PCl5 square bracket with the time, with respect to time, delta T. Now come to the product side. Now here PCl3 and Cl2 is there. Same way you should write inside the square bracket only. But here minus sign won't come. In case of product molar concentration, minus sign will not come, plus sign will come. And in between reactant and product, equal sign must be there. Means what is the meaning of equal sign here? Means in rate of reaction, whatever amount of reactant is decomposing, same amount of product is forming, or you can say whatever amount of reactant is disappearing, same amount of product is reforming or appearing. That is why in between reactant and product, equal sign should be there. Same is the case with second example. Hg plus Cl2, two reactant Hg and Cl2, one product, that is HgCl2. So the rate equal to, before the reactant minus sign should be there, square bracket Hg, now delta T, now here Cl2 is also reactant, again minus sign, equal sign, and square bracket HgCl2 divided by delta T. So in general, what we can say, in the representation of any chemical reaction where stoichiometric coefficients are not involved, then what should be there? Now the molar concentration of reactant should be written, means reactant should be written inside the square bracket which represents the molar concentration. Before that one delta sign indicates the change in the concentration of reactant or change in the concentration of product. Now before that minus sign, and between reactant and product equal sign. Once again, what should be there? The concentration of reactant and product must be written inside the square bracket. That square bracket represents the molar concentration. Delta sign represents the change in the concentration of reactant and product. Minus sign should only be put before the concentration of reactant. And equal sign should be written between reactant and product, which indicates that whatever amount of reactant is disappearing, same amount of product is forming. Dear cadets, remember one thing, whatever two reaction example I have given, here stoichiometric coefficients are not involved. No stoichiometric coefficient. And again I am telling you, stoichiometric coefficient means balanced chemical equation. Whatever numbers are involved before the reactant and product, they are known as stoichiometry. So in this representation, what is there? Stoichiometric coefficients are not involved. Now in second category, I will take the example where stoichiometric coefficients are involved. Dear cadets, now second category of reaction. In first category, what was there? Stoichiometric coefficients were not involved. Now representation of chemical reaction in terms of rate of reaction, stoichiometric coefficients are involved. Let us take this example. A plus B equal to 2C. What is this one? A plus B equal to 2C. Means what we can say here? 1 mole of A is taken and 1 mole of B is taken, then only 2 mole of C is taken. So this statement is related with the molar concentration. Means 1 mole of A combining with 1 mole of B and forming 2 mole of C. But try to understand in terms of rate of reaction how we can say this one. We can say when 2 times A is disappearing, then 1 time C is forming. Similarly, when 2 times B is disappearing, then 1 time C is forming. Just are you getting? I hope that you are getting this one. With respect to A, this is forming 2. So what is the meaning of this one? 2 times when A will disappear, then 1 time C will form. Because with respect to A, this is 2. With respect to B, this is 2. So meaning of this one is A has to disappear 2 times, then 1 time C will form. Similarly, B has to disappear 2 times, then 1 time C will form. Now how you will represent? In a simple language, whatever stoichiometric coefficients are involved, they should be written in terms of 1 by. Just see here. Same reaction. Rate of reaction equal to A. So what is there? Negative sign because it is reactant. Square bracket means molar concentration A divided by T. Here no stoichiometric coefficient. Similarly for B, no stoichiometric coefficient. But here 2 is written. So it will become 1 by 2. 1 by 2. Now delta sign C divided by delta T. So whatever stoichiometric coefficients are involved, they should be written 1 by. If stoichiometric coefficients are involved in the reactant, so minus sign should be written. If product side, then plus sign should be written. So there is no much difference here. Now always remember, in rate of reaction we are not including the molar concentration. But suppose we are telling same thing in terms of molar concentration, then what we can say? Just see. When 1 mole of A combined with 1 mole of B, then 2 mole of C is forming. So we can say like this also. When 1 mole of A, suppose this reaction is like that. A equal to 2C. A equal to 2C or A equal to C. Then what you can say? You can say 1 mole of A is disappearing or decomposing into 1 mole of C. Then what would be there? What would be there? Now in terms of rate of reaction, what you will say? You will say that one time A is disappearing and one time C is forming. One time C is forming. But suppose this reaction is like that. So what you will tell? You will tell 1 mole of A is disappearing and 2 mole of C is forming. 2 mole of C is forming. Then if its half mole is, or suppose this reaction is like that, 2A equal to C. So what you will write? You can say 2 mole of A is disappearing and forming 1 mole of C. So what you can say now? You can say if 1 mole of A is disappearing, so the half mole of C is forming. Of course, half mole only. So it is like that only, that whatever stoichiometric coefficients are involved, they should be written in terms of 1 by. It is written here 1 by. Just see here, A plus B equal to 2C, but with respect to A, this is 2C. With respect to B, it is 2C. So what is the meaning of this one? When 1 mole of this one is disappearing, then 2 mole. So what is the real meaning of this one? 2 times A should disappear, then 1 time C will form. Similarly, when 2 times B will disappear, then 1 time C will form. So remember, these two, they are not in terms of molar concentration. They are in terms of rate of reaction. I hope that you have got it. Just see, dear cadets, here I have taken another example also, where stoichiometric coefficients are involved, and 2O52, this is equal to 4N2 plus O2. So here 2 is the stoichiometric coefficient and 4 is here also stoichiometric coefficient. So just see, N2O5 is the reactant, NO2 and O2 is the product. So just see, already what I told, whatever stoichiometric coefficients are involved, it means what is the meaning of this one? They should be written in terms of 1 by. So 2 1 by minus sign because it is reactant. Delta in slight change in the concentration, square bracket molar concentration, and 2O5 divided by delta T. Similarly 1 by 4 NO2 delta T, this is equal to delta now O2 and T. Here stoichiometric coefficient is not there, but 4 with respect to NO2, 4 is the stoichiometric coefficient coefficient, so it should be written 1 by 4. Similarly, another reaction, 2Hi H2 plus I2 equal to gas. So here what is there? 2 is the stoichiometric coefficient. So it should be written in terms of 1 by 2. Just see, here it is written. Just remember dear cadets, just see. Here if 2Hi is written, what is the meaning of this one? And here H2 and I2 is formed. When 2 mole of Hi is decomposing, then 1 mole of this one and 1 mole of I2 is formed. Now in terms of rate of reaction, what we can say? Means if Hi, 1 mole of Hi is disappearing, or if one time if Hi is disappearing, then 2 mole of this one is forming. Similarly, when 1 Hi is disappearing, 2 of I2 is forming. Means very simple thing is there. Already I told in the first example, if A plus B is there, that is equal to 2C. It means 2 into rate of disappearance of A equal to 2 into rate of disappearance of B, that is equal to 1 into rate of disappearance of this one. Similarly here, 1 into rate of disappearance of Hi equal to 2 into rate of appearance of H2. Similarly, 1 into rate of disappearance of 1 into rate of disappearance of Hi, that is equal to 2 into rate of appearance of I2. So what is the meaning of this? Just see, whatever coefficients are there, you should write in terms of half. Now here 2Hi is there, so and here 2 mole of H2 and I2 is formed. So while representing, it should be written half. Means 2Hi decompose and form 1 mole of H2 and 1 mole of I2. So now with respect to H2, what is the meaning of this one? Its half mole is responsible for H2 formation. Similarly, its half mole is responsible for I2 formation. Equalize the concentration. 2 mole and here also 2 mole. 1 mole of this one and 1 mole of this one. So this one, suppose 1 mole of Hi you have taken, so half mole of this one and half mole of this one will form. So that is why here already it is half mole. So don't go into very deep of this matter. The simple one generalization. Whatever stoichiometric coefficients are written, just you should write 1 by of that stoichiometric coefficient while representing the rate of reaction involving stoichiometric coefficient. Once again, whatever stoichiometric coefficients are written, you should write in terms of 1 by. Remaining rules are same. Means if it is the reactant, so minus sign. If it is product, then plus sign. And delta for slide chain, square bracket for the representation of molar concentration. So now equal sign should be there between reactant and product, because whatever molar concentration of reactant is involved, same amount of molar concentration of product will form. In this way, almost today's teaching is over. Now next time onwards, I will teach types of chemical, means types of rate of reaction, average rate of reaction, instantaneous rate of reaction, their representation, and so many things. Next time onwards, I will give you the questions also. Today it was the first class, that is the introductory class. That is why I am not giving you the question answer. But remember what is chemical kinetics, what is the rate of reaction, why minus sign should be put before the concentration of reactant, all those things, how to represent the chemical reaction without stoichiometric coefficient, how to represent the chemical reaction with the stoichiometric coefficient, you learn. And now in case of any doubt, just you can ask on this number 97435353029.